between the Texas Lutheran University Bulldogs and the SUNY Cortland Red Dragons. Now introducing the starting lineups, starting with the away team, the TOU Bulldogs. Number 2, Nadia Dunn. The libero, number 6, Faith Coldway. Number 7, Andy Lozano Lomelli. Number 9, Siobhan Respondic. Number 12, Victoria Powell. Number 14, Ryan Ellie. And number 23, Briley Ned. The assistant coaches are Kathy Taylor and Joanne Holtgren. Head coach, number 17, with the Bulldogs, Phyllis Fowler. And now the designated home team, the Cortland Red Dragons. Number 8, Anna Pilkey. Number 11, Kira Pereira. Number 12, Jennifer Kessner. Number 16, Alexa Gatis. Number 17, Emma Riley. The libero, number 19, Mackenzie Martins. And number 21, Ryan Henshaw. The assistant coach is Kate Isaacson. Head coach, in her 6th year with the Red Dragon, Erin Flickert.
It's a new year for volleyball. And how exciting it is as the Texas Lutheran University Bulldogs take on the State University of New York Cortland Red Dragons here in San Antonio, Texas in the Trinity Fall Classic. Everyone's been waiting for this season to start. Got some new rules, new faces on the court, but the excitement every year is all the same. The Bulldogs are ready. The Red Dragons almost ready as well. On the court for the Bulldogs. Number 2, Nadia Dunn. Faith Coldaway standing on the side, waiting to be checked in. She will be the libero for the Bulldogs. Andy Lozano Lomelli, number 7. Number 9, Siobhan Respondic, the great setter, who can also be an excellent outside or right side when he needs to be. Number 12, Victoria Powell. Number 14, Ryan Ellie. Number 23, Briley Ned. And that is the starting lineup for the Bulldogs as Faith Coldaway gets onto the court. For Cortland, it's number 8, Anna Pilkey. Number 11, Kira Pereira. Number 12, Jennifer Kessner. Number 16, Alexa Gatis. Number 17, Emma Riley. Number 19, Mackenzie Martins. And number 21, Ryan Henshaw. We'll tie our shoe before Cortland serves the first ball of this new season. It is Ryan Henshaw. And ladies and gentlemen, we're playing volleyball. A good serve receive for the Bulldogs. First attack of the season is a good one into the visitor section. Can't start any better than that if you're Nadia Dunn. Big swing, big kill right off the bat. TOU strikes first. Now Dunn will serve next. But Cortland will get a freebie as Dunn serves that into the net. That'll move the rotation in Cortland to Jennifer Kessner, the outside senior. A good float serve. Respondic having to set close to the net. Victoria Powell quick to strike it. Respondic will try another attack. Ned gets dug. Cortland's first attack. Big swing and a big kill. Excellent movement there from the Red Dragons, as that was Madeline McCormick. Red Dragons trying to go on a roll. Great serve. Coldaway able to keep it alive, but the free ball can't get over despite the best efforts of Briley Ned. So another serve for Jennifer Kessner, as the Bulldogs now trailing 3-1 here in set 1. Next serve from Kessner. Maybe another ace, but the Bulldogs will be able to free ball it over. Back set, big swing off the blocker. Bulldogs can't handle it. Cortland goes up 4-1. As they are doing very well right now. Ryan Henshaw, the setter for Cortland, running the offense very smoothly. Another serve for Kessner. Bulldogs are getting better at receiving it. Their attack gets dug. Henshaw's set is true. But it will be a point for TLU. I believe we had someone go into the net there. Victoria Powell for Texas Lutheran. Be the one to serve it. Shaw back set. Tip over is a kill. Smart play by Kira Pereira. So the Red Dragons with a 3-point lead right now. Send it to their libero to serve it. It's dug well by Dunn. Riley Ned's attack. One touch off the block. Pushed over. Respondic saves it. It's going to be a free ball for the Red Dragons. They'll get another shot at it. Quick set the middle, but nothing going there. Respondic will try an attack of her own by setting it to no avail. Setter can't set the ball. Over the tape. Red Dragons can't get it over. That one gets spiked into the net. To make it 5-3. As Julia Chu for TLU comes onto the court, goes back to serve, along with Reagan Schmidt. And Shaw. They are really setting up their opposite over on the Red Dragon side, and it's working out well for them so far. As Anna Pilkey is seeing a lot of action. New player on the court for Cortland. It's Melissa O'Connor. Her first serve of the season is received well by Coldaway. And Schmidt can't get the ball, hits the antenna. So a point for the Red Dragons. O'Connor, a freshman, trying to have a big impact early on for her squad. Chu will set up. That one's dug well. Another attack from the Red Dragons. Nothing going for them. Joust at the net. Goes to the TLU side. They just tip it back over. It's a bump set. That swing is dug by Coldaway. TLU's attack. They're going back and forth right now. And Coldaway can't quite control that swing from Pilkey. As number 8 brings Cortland's score to 8. Red Dragons leading by 5. They've come a long way from Cortland, New York. TLU having a much nicer drive from Seguin. That's a service ace for O'Connor. The freshman finds herself behind the service line for an extended period of time now. TLU scrimmaged Hardin Simmons in this same gym just a week earlier. They came out with the sweep of the Cowgirls. Dunn receives that. Schmidt's attack is dug easily by Martins. Swing for Pilkey. Chu first contact. Coldaway bumps it up. It's just going to be a free ball for the Red Dragons. Pilkey attacks again. Coldaway digs. Bulldogs attack. Gets down. Riley Ned, the senior outside, makes it so it is 9-4. The 4-0 scoring run for Cortland comes to an end, but the damage is being done right now. Next serve Henshaw going to Pilkey again. They're going to her quite a bit. Bump set. Next attack from Schmidt. Nothing going there. Back row attack, a strong one at that. Kodaway digs it nicely though. Nadia Dunn, big swing, but it hits the antenna. So point for Cortland. As Rochelle Guerra's one serve will end there. She's the new face on the court for the Bulldogs, number 22. Sophomore out of Brownsville, Texas. The serve from Pilkey. Chu, quick at the middle. That's going to be a point for TLU, as they call a touch. So thankfully that spike went off the Cortland blocker. Kodaway serve. Henshaw has a nice ball to set. Quick sets the middle, but they get blocked. Able to cover themselves though. Tools it off the block. Jennifer Kessner making it so Cortland is able to rebound after getting blocked in their first attack. Leaves Alexa Gaitis. Her serve received by Kodaway. Quick set the middle. Victoria Powell. 11-6, Cortland up. Double sub for TLU. Siobhan Respondic back on the court. And Ryan Elliott joining her. Respondic serve. Handled by the Red Dragons. Their back row attack sails long though. So 11-7. Cortland being the designated home team for this match, wearing the red and white. TLU the away team. In black and yellow. Great serve from Respondic, a bit of a change-up. Respondic will back set. Ryan Ellie's attack is handled well. The tip over will be a point for Cortland. That was Emma Riley who tipped that one over. The 6'1" middle blocker, junior. Always nice to have on your side. And that set from Respondic, perhaps not the best. But a great dig will lead to the Bulldogs trying to get another tack, but just denied by the Red Dragons. That was an impressive dig by Guerra. Timeout on the court. As TLU finds themselves down by quite a bit, down by 6. Cortland has been playing very well. They are very much relying on Anna Pilkey at the moment. They have 21 total attempts. 11 of them belong to Pilkey. She has 3 kills in that effort. Kira Pereira has two of her own for Cortland. Jennifer Kessner has 1, and Emma Riley has 1. Meanwhile, for TLU, you got 4 players with a kill. 1 each. That's Nadia Dunn, Andy Lozano Lamelli, Victoria Powell, and Briley Ned. Right now, Cortland looking pretty in control of this first set. They travel down to Region 10. You can see the stats on your screen. Neither team hitting maybe particularly well, but Cortland is certainly getting the job done. And what's important is that you're doing better than your opponent, and they are doing much better than TLU at the moment. We'll see if the Bulldogs can change that coming out of this timeout. Guerra, good receive. Attack through the middle, doesn't go so well. And tooled off the block. Kodaway keeps it alive, but can't get it to any of her teammates, so Cortland doubles up on TLU. It's 14-7. Next serve from Henshaw. It's pushed over, and that will get down. Ryan Ellie pulling back TLU's deficit just a little bit. New player in for TLU, it's Ridley Kelly, the junior out of Houston. Her first serve, handled well by Cortland. It's tipped, but it's going to be point for TLU. You got a touch at the net. Serve off the top of the tape a little bit. Middle tips it. Hold away, big bump set. Ryan Ellie's cross-court spike is dug. Another tip attempt leads to another bump set. Riley Ned's attack doesn't go, but Victoria Powell reaches up and slams it down. 14-10, TLU clawing their way back. The Bulldogs were a very good defensive team last year. Trying to keep it up this year. And Respondek tries to dig that one, but it's going to end up being a free ball for the Red Dragons. Big swing, but blocked. Cortland able to cover themselves. So free ball for the Bulldogs. But Ryan Ellie says, this time, I'm getting that kill. It's 14-11. But good on Cortland for covering themselves. It was a powerful spike. To free ball it over to TLU was very impressive. Kelly serves into the net, so 15-11. The 4-0 scoring run for TLU has come to an end. They'll need to string together another scoring run like that. Maybe they'll get a little bit of help as the next serve from the Red Dragons ends up in the net. Jennifer Kessner serve will go to waste. Victoria Powell, 6-foot middle blocker out of Richmond, Texas. Serves it up. And Shaw back set. Big swing and dug by Kelly. It's going to be a point for Cortland. Touch at the net. You know, I almost said it may have been a double, but new rule in the NCAA world is that the double contact has essentially been eliminated. It's going to be called a lot less now. Respondek, quick set the middle, tips it. Handled by the Red Dragons. Big cross-court spike. It's just a bit too far. It's a good idea, but nothing happening there. It's 16-13. Julia Chu heads back to serve as the rotation hits her turn again. And Reagan Schmidt joins her. Reagan Schmidt, middle blocker. Sophomore out of Seguin, so hometown girl. Going to the hometown school. Attack from the 3-meter line, sails wide. It's the second time they've tried that attack. Yet to perfect it as of yet. But it's the beginning of a new season. So you only get better. Quick set the middle. Riley Ned, big swing from TLU. Handled by Cortland. TLU is just 1 point behind now. It's an attacking error. Brings it to 16-15. Timeout on the floor. As Cortland wants to talk things over a little bit. Head coach for the Cortland Red Dragons is Erin Glickert. She's in her 6th year. Record of 99-25, so able to get this win here. Could be win number 100 with the Red Dragons. The Syracuse graduate, graduated in 2012. Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, TLU, head coach is Phyllis Fowler. She's in her 7th season coaching for TLU, but she has been coaching much longer than that. TLU's entire coaching staff has a ton of experience on their side. They've seen a lot of volleyball throughout their careers. They certainly know what they're doing. Clearly, since this game has become very competitive again, and you saw there on the stats that the hitting percentages kind of did a flip-flop. TLU is now hitting markedly better than Cortland. Still need to clean up some things, however. We'll see how Julia Chu, senior out of Cypress, Texas, does out of the timeout. Her serve is going to be an ace, as the serve received just ends up in the net. 16-16. It's a tie game here in set one, as East Texas Baptist, another team in this invitational, is watching from the stands. Quick set the middle. TLU's point. Too many touches by Cortland. They served it, or they spiked it into the net, rather. ETBU is behind the graphic. You can kind of see them there. TLU leading. A great eye from Cortland. That serve was pretty close to the line, but wisely, they let it go. It'll be a service error. This game is going back and forth at the moment. Melissa O'Connor, the freshman. We'll see how she handles the pressure early on. Serve receive for TLU maybe a bit cluttered. Ends up as the attack goes into the net. Coldaway and Kelly talking to each other, making sure that that one doesn't happen again. They kind of bumped into each other. 18-17, Red Dragons on top for now. Chu, quick set the middle, denied. Alexa Gatiss denies that attack from Andy Lozano Lamelli. That could have a huge impact in this set. We'll see if it does, because that next serve sails a little too far. Just a little. Briley Ned. She will serve on up. Big looping serve. Tooled off the block, a kill for Anna Pilkey. As Pilkey will head back to serve. Cortland breaks the 20-point barrier. It's got to be a bump set. It's a free ball. As Nadia Dunn is forced to do that. Great cover by Ned. Chu pushes it. Hinshaw. Serve a little close to the net. Cortland able to recover their mistake. Coldaway will dig the free ball. Tooled off the block. A kill for TLU. 20-19. A great first set to start off the season. It looked for a moment that TLU was going to be maybe overpowered by Cortland, but no, they have certainly clawed their way back. Ball goes to a weird spot. TLU able to handle it. Big bump set. Cortland makes an attack. Jennifer Kessner, a huge swing on that high bump set. They were certainly out of system. Timeout called by TLU. Not down by too much, but this late into the set, you want to make sure you can finish it out. Looking at those stats, you can see Cortland has made a couple more errors than TLU. But that hitting percentage, certainly a lot to be desired for both sides there. But 21-19, certainly a battle between two worlds. Cortland and TLU, certainly not a very common matchup you see. TLU heads back onto the court. 20 seconds remaining in the timeout. Cortland will come together. And they're ready as well. The game of chess now. How will Cortland try to finish out this set? Alexa Gatiss, who had the big solo block, back to serve. Eats up Coldaway just a little bit. It's gotta be a free ball for the Red Dragons. Big bump set, big swing. One touch off the block and then dug by Chu. Nadia Dunn. Attack just a 2-bit out of system, unfortunately, for the Bulldogs. It's 22-19. Substitution for the Red Dragons as Alyssa Rich comes onto the court. She's out of Rochester. Junior Cortland perhaps wanting to shore up their defense a little bit. They'll bump it up. Coldaway will dig. Chu pushes it over. Joust at the net. Whistle was blown. It is TLU's point. I think one of the Cortland players ended up in the net. They blew that one way before the ball hit the ground, so. Siobhan Respondic, certainly the MVP for TLU last year. Try to have an impact coming onto the court. They attack her directly. Kill for Cortland, 23-20. That leaves the setter to serve. Henshaw, senior. Ryan Ellie's attack ends up as a kill for TLU. Bit of a tightrope act for the Bulldogs now. Nadia Dunn, one of the freshmen for TLU. Actually didn't play in that scrimmage against Hardin Simmons because all the freshmen were in orientation for the new year. That served just a bit too far for Dunn. So set point for Cortland. They'll be relying on Jennifer Kessner to take this first set. And it's a service ace. Great way to grab the momentum for your squad as Jennifer Kessner puts the cherry on top for Cortland in the first set. We'll switch sides in San Antonio as Cortland find themselves up one set. They win set one, 25-21. Some stats after that first set. Current leader in kills for the Red Dragons is Kira Pereira. 4 kills on 8 attempts, swinging at 250. Anna Pilkey not far behind. She has 3 kills for herself, and Jennifer Kessner has 3. She also has 2 service aces. Her most recent one you just saw, so certainly having a big impact for her squad. You can see some highlights here on the screen. You know, early on in that first set, Cortland was doing very, very well in controlling TLU. TLU, maybe some first game jitters, but after that timeout called by Coach Fowler, they came back and they really dug in and made that comeback. And a lesser team would have just maybe conceded the set, but no. Even down by 7, the Bulldogs stayed tenacious and made it competitive, even though they didn't end up winning. And it's important to, you know, certainly not get blown out in your first set. But Cortland, you know, able to adjust. Volleyball, ultimately, a game of adjustments. Always a bit of a chess match between 2 coaches. ETBU. Can't tell if they're taking notes on the match or they're doing homework. You know, for first week of school here at Trinity, at least. Speaking as a student. Labor Day weekend's always nice in week 1. ATBU coming down from Marshall, Texas. Another team in this Fall Classic. Of course, the other one, there's two more, actually. Trinity. If you couldn't tell by the logo, the Tiger Network that you're watching this on right now, host institution for this Fall Classic. Head coach for the Tigers, Julie Jenkins, always puts together a nice round out of teams. And the fifth team in this invitational, they're not anywhere that I can see them right now. I see Coach Jenkins watching this match. It's the College of St. Benedict. They're out of the MIAC, Minnesota Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. For all of you D3 sports heads out there. Now, Gustavus, St. Olaf, those kinds of teams. Some good volleyball played up north. Both teams back on the court. We wait for our liberos to check in. Mackenzie Martins, 4 digs for herself, not leading the team. Jennifer Kessner has 7 of her own. And Faith Coldaway, giving like the behind the back high five to Ned. Always cool. Siobhan Respondic will be the one to serve it. TLU down a set. Really want to win this one. You never want to go down 2-0. Whistle was blown. Point for Cortland. They call it double? They put up like a signal. They put up the double signal, I thought. That can't be it. Set. Ellie's attack gets dug by Martins. Pilkey's attack does not get dug. It's going to be a point for Cortland as Pilkey gets the kill. Hope you'll bear with me. New rules for volleyball, or a couple rule changes rather. So it's a little interesting for everyone, getting to talk to all the coaches, talking about the new rule. Martin's overhead receive. And Cortland off to the races. They're up 3-0. Of course, Cortland has one of the cooler mascots, the Red Dragons. I think they're the only team I know, at least, with the mascot of Red Dragons. That's going to be a service ace, as the breath weapon is certainly being unleashed right now. Jennifer Kessner, another service ace. Doing very well behind the service line. That one handled much better by Coldaway. Ryan Ellie, dug by Martins. Bump set from Hinshaw. Pilkey will make the attack, but it's in the net. TLU gets a point in set 2, thanks to the error. Rochelle Guerra will be the one to serve things. Now, Kessner last year had 1 service ace, so she's already surpassed her mark from last season. And attack from the 3-meter line. Able to get the Bulldogs out of system, so not the best attack. Setter dump is covered. What a great play by Respondic. It's gonna end and a kill for TLU. And when you think of special players in the SCAC conference that Texas Lutheran is in, Siobhan Respondic is certainly one of them. She was incredible last year. She's making some pretty nice plays in her first game this year. A touch off the block makes it easier to handle. Attack from Ned. Dug by Kessner. Pilkey's attack over the top of the hands of Respondic. Attack from Ellie, denied by Cortland. at the block to the Cortland stat sheet. Alexa Gatis comes in for Cortland. Mackenzie Martins. A set from Responding. Big swing from Ned. Handled by the Red Dragons. It'll be a free ball for TLU. Center dump. Siobhan Responding just says, I'll show you how it's done. It's 5-3. Advantage Cortland. But TLU has certainly done well to not let this get out of hand either. Victoria's Powell serve. Her time behind the line will not last long as Cortland gets a kill on their first attack. Welcome back, Melissa O'Connor. Freshman heads back to serve. They have the hometown names for all the SUNY Cortland players, but I'm not going. I will just not butcher any of them. I'll spare you guys that. Back and forth game. Swing from Ellie, dug by Kessner. And a Pilkey. Overhead dig by Respondic. Briley Ned can't get her attack down. Pilkey once again, too far. TLU wins that war of attrition. Julia Chu re-enters the game along with Alyssa Rich. Not Alyssa Rich, my bad. Wrong roster. Andy Lozano-Lamelli. And Cortland trying to push it over, but TLU making sure that doesn't happen. It's 6-5. You want to talk about good liberos. The SCAC, if I understand correctly, I think they had 5 in the top 100 in terms of digs last year. Another point for TLU. They have stormed a comeback, 6-6. May have been even crazier than that. May have been 5 in the top 50. Cortland certainly knows that they're going to be getting a defensive challenge from the player in the libero jersey, Faith Coldaway. Bit of a free ball for TLU. Chu sets the middle. Kill for TLU. Thanks to Andy Lozano-Lamelli, freshman out of Brownsville. Chu still serving. Bump set by Henshaw. And that one's not even get over. TLU up by 2 here in set 2. And now we'll go to Julia Chu. Her next serve. Sails wide. Just a bit too far for Chu. But she's able to give her team the lead thanks to her strong serving. Not every serve needs to necessarily be an ace, but just enough to get them out of system. Madeline McCormick for Cortland. Nearly gets an ace. TLU saves that one. Very impressive. It's at the middle. Coldaway with the dig. Briley Ned, big swing. Dug by Mackenzie Martins. And Shaw going to Kessner. Big dig by Chu. Free ball for Cortland. Back set. Coldaway right in the ball's trajectory again. Big set, and that'll finally get down. Kill for Cortland. They tie it up 8-8 as Jennifer Kessner makes her mark in this match. New player on the floor for TLU. It's number 25, Zaria Solis. The freshman middle blocker out of Burnett, Texas. Take a moment as our officials talk with each other. point is still Cortland. Get some claps from the Cortland crowd, the ones that did show up. It's a long flight, long way from home. Service ace for Cortland. As Madeline McCormick, the senior, able to give the Red Dragons the lead. Her next serve, I suppose we'll cancel out the service ace, 9-9. And Bradley Ned was given 2 balls to serve. Now, last I checked, they didn't add a multi-ball rule to volleyball, so tip over. Ned tries to save it, but ends up putting it under the net. So it's 9, not 9-9, 10-9. Cortland reaches double digits. Alexa Gatiss' serve. Chu, set done. Big swing, but dug by Cortland. Bum set for Dunn. Attacks it from the 3-meter line. Henshaw has to run a long way to bump set that. Chu will get a proper set off. Lisa's swing is out, so 11-9, Cortland leading. Great eye there. Swing from Dunn. A bit tough to handle, but it is handled. Cortland's attack, nothing going. Solis. That attack doesn't get down. A bit of a joust at the net. It's pushed over to the Bulldog side. Dunn will try again. One touch off the block. And the dump. Henshaw has her revenge. So now Cortland up by 3. Gatiss' serve. Be a bump set for Dunn. Dunn is swinging it hard. A little too hard that time, as the trajectory wasn't there. We 13-9. Timeout called by TLU. Coach Fowler wanting to talk things over a little bit. Bit of a similar situation for TLU. Down by 4 to the Red Dragons. Just looking at those stats right now. Still more errors for Cortland. But they're hitting better, just thanks to the amount of kills that they have. 5 aces for the Red Dragons as well certainly helps. Cortland out of the SUNY Conference, the State University of New York Athletic Conference. You need some other teams from there. You can go call up SUNY New Paltz or Oswego State, SUNY Canton. All teams in the SUNY. Cortland winning the SUNY last year. They are the reigning conference champs. And they're gonna show it there. An ace for the Red Dragons out of the timeout. Alexa Gatiss has been doing a really good job behind the service line. Can add another service ace to that total we saw earlier. Quick back set from Chu. The point for Cortland. Next serve from Gatus. That'll be point for TLU. 15-10. I was wondering what that last point was. Stopped play, held up the 2 signal. Martin's bump set. Wow, what a swing, but what a dig by Coldaway. There's a lot of power in that spike from Kessner. Shaw going to Kessner again. Cortland will end up with a kill as TLU will actually end up with the point as the up judge corrects his call. The right side hitting it twice on that call a couple of plays ago. Chu bump set, another bump. Big swing, too hot to handle. Right off the platform of that defender. 15-12. Coldaway trying to do a bit of a change-up serve, but can't get it over the net. 16-12. Cortland still holding that 4-point difference between themselves and the Bulldogs. A good serve received by Coldaway. Swing from Dunn, covered after it gets blocked. So Dunn will just try again. Gets the kill that time. Smashes it between Martins and McCormick. Siobhan Respondic back on the court. Hinshaw sets the middle. What a beautiful play that was. Can't run it any better than that. Going to be a bump set for Ellie. Cortland will respond. And Coldaway ran, but could not collect that one, bumping into one of the lines judges. It's 18-13. Cortland winds the gap just a little bit. Spondic. Back set. Dug by Hinshaw. Joust at the net. It's won by TLU, but Cortland keeps it alive. But TLU will be the one with the point as the Red Dragons called for the double violation. So the only time the double is going to get called now is if you double contact it and push it to the other side and an opposing player then contacts it. If you double contact it on your side and your teammate hits it properly, that won't be called anymore. Tooled off the block. TLU down by 3 now. It's 18-15. So it kind of loosens things up for a lot of setters. I'm sure every middle blocker in America rejoiced when they heard the news. Pilkey, her attack is well. Just at the net, won by Cortland. 19-15. Mackenzie Martins. Goes through the service routine. Coldaway with a good serve receive. On the slide, Powell tooled off the block for a kill. Drea Powell has quite a bit of power in the arm. Andy Lozano Lamelli re-enters the game for the Bulldogs. Responding bump set for Ned. Easy enough to handle. Cortland sets the middle. Responding with a great dig. Attack from the 3-meter line from the Bulldogs. From Ellie doesn't go so well. Stack, one touch off the block. Responding keeps it alive. One-arm dig. And TLU will end up with the point in that rally. I mean, there's not enough good things I can say about Responding without underselling her. Well, that looked like it hit Kessner in the face. Looks like she's recovered just fine. Attack from TLU, blocked. Responding tries the setter dump. Nothing happening there. Attack from the back row. And that is Kessner getting the kill. And Kessner confirms that she was hit in the face by kind of charading herself getting hit in the face. She talks to her teammates. But hey, she had the last laugh in the end. 20-17. Red Dragon serve it up. The tip from TLU. Close to the net, so Cortland defers it over. Briley Ned gets the kill. 20-18. Another close set. TLU certainly not out of this one. The double sub comes in for them. Julia Chu back to serve. And Zaria Solis. But timeout before anything can get going. Like I said, another close set between the Bulldogs and the Red Dragons. Here in the Trinity Fall Classic. Tigers. And all my years at being at Trinity have always hosted the first weekend. As both teams talk things over. Very similar situation to what was happening in set one, although Cortland did not take as big of a lead in this set as they did in set one. TLU, I think at that point in set one, may have been down just a bit too much, couldn't muster enough momentum. Both teams coming out of the timeout. Here in sunny San Antonio, it's been pretty much everywhere. It's been hot. So nice to be in an air-conditioned building. Chu serves out of the timeout. Slight attack is handled well by the Bulldogs. Cortland gets the block of the first attack, but TLU able to cover themselves. Cortland can't do the same, so it's 20-19. We'll see what Julia Chu can do behind the service line this time. Last expedition there was very fruitful. Henshaw set. Great take by Guerra. Solis, big swing. It's going to be a tough one for Cortland. They're just going to have to free ball it over. Where does Chu go? She goes to Solis. Waterfall ball. 20-20. And once again, folks, we have a tie game. Serve from Chu. Handled by Martins. Quick set. That ball just hit a bit too far. The idea was certainly there, though. 21-20. Can the Bulldogs win set two? Pilkey swing, dug by Guerra. Chu going to Ned, one touch off the block. And Shaw back set. It's going to be a bit of a free ball for the Red Dragons. Pilkey tries it again. Bulldogs get it over. Another attack from Pilkey. Ned keeps it alive, but it's off the up judge's chair. 21-21. A lot of attacks from both sides. Alexa Gaddis and Jennifer Kessner getting in on the action. Coming in for the Red Dragons is Madeline McCormick. She has a service ace, hoping to collect another one in a big-time situation. Her serve's handled very well by Coldaway. Too many touches from the TLU, as that was spiked into the net by Ned. Timeout called by Coach Fowler. TLU down by 1. It's 22-21 here in set 2. Cortland won set 1, 25-21. TLU certainly doesn't want to lose another close set and go down 2-0. Assistant coaches for TLU, Kathy Taylor and Joanne Holtgren. Assistant coach for the Red Dragons is Kate Isaacson. Last year, Cortland was 26-4. They had a very nice season. Had a good time in the SUNYAC. They won the SUNYAC, as I said before. They were undefeated in conference play. They went to the NCAA tournament, won a first-round game against a tough Gettysburg squad before falling to the host of that regional, MIT. Coach Glickert telling me that the goal is to push further into the NCAA tournament. And to do that, she wants them to see tough competition. The Bulldogs are certainly that. Great set by Chu, that close to the net. Kessner's attack is dug by Coldaway. Ned, big swing. It's bumped up high. Attack from the back row into the net, 22-22. In set 2. As number 22, Rochelle Guerra, heads back to the bench for the Bulldogs. Riley Ned with the serve. McCormick receives it well enough. And TLU, they come together to stop that spike. The freshman, Zariah Solis. What a big spot for her and another fellow freshman, Andy Lozano Lamelli. And things are coming up Bulldogs right now. Set point for TLU. Timeout called by Cortland. Coach Glickert not wanting to go down without a fight. Very close set 2. Of course, Cortland coming out of this timeout can't make any mistakes because obviously if you lose a point, TLU wins the set. Cortland is receiving votes in the preseason AVCA poll. Received 51 points in that poll. If you were to extend it beyond 25, you could say that they are the 28th ranked team in the nation. TLU was very solid last year. They had a good season for themselves. They were hoping for a bit deeper of a run in the SCAC tournament. They fell to Colorado College in the first round. Well, they had a bye, so technically it was round 2. But the first game they played there, they were swept by Colorado College. Swing from Cortland, handled by TLU. Attack from the 3-meter line. Steve Martins handles it well. Kessner gets dug by Coldaway. Nadia Dunn, big swing. And Shaw bump set for Kessner. The tip will end up as a kill. 23-24. Last year, the Bulldogs went 22-8, 12-4 in conference play. Just missed out on the national tournament. Can the Bulldogs finish them off? Not quite. Hinshaw sets Kessner. Be a bump set for Dunn. Cortland will try and attack. Chu just pushes it over on a good enough spot. Hinshaw goes to her knees to set that ball. Solis gets blocked. Well, I hope someone ordered some extra volleyball because we're getting it. 24-24. Alexa Gatiss, the senior, gives a good serve. Dunn's attack dug easily. And that's going to be a point for Cortland. Emma Riley getting the kill there. The junior middle blocker, 6'1". Set point for Cortland. They're in a sticky situation, but can they get out of it? It's a good attack, but a down ball sent over by Cortland. It's set by Kodaway. Tool off the block, kill. It's 25-25. The new goal for both these teams is 27 points now. Kodaway back to serve. Off the top of the tape. Hinshaw setting Kessner. Kodaway can't get it up. 26-25. It is now truly a war of attrition. Kira Pereira back on the court for the Red Dragons. Hinshaw to serve. A good serve at that. Chu back set for Solis. The ball doesn't get down. It'll just be pushed over. Chu trying to set the middle, the tip. Hits the floor. I thought for a moment that maybe one of the Red Dragons had that pancake dig. You can look here. Looks like maybe barely touched the floor. Hand was just a little off. 28's the new goal now. Back set from Hinshaw. Big swing dug by Kodaway. Responding back set for Ellie. Martins will go bump set. It's a free ball for TLU. Nadia Dunn, big swing. Covers herself. Setter dump from Respondic. Handled by the Red Dragons. The pushover is a tool off the block. 27-26. Set point for SUNY Cortland. And no better person to have behind the service line if you're Cortland than Jennifer Kessner. Already has 3 service aces. Great dodge by Kodaway. She lets it sail. I'm hearing 29 points now. Who can reach 29 first? That one is served too long by Nadia Dunn. 28-27. Set point for Cortland. Mackenzie Martins, the libero, serves it up. Where does Respondic go? She goes to Ned. That's a kill. Now our goal is the big 3-0. Andy Lozano Lamelli back on the court for the Bulldogs. As their middle blocker Victoria Powell goes back to serve. Going to Pilkey, slams it down with authority. 29-28. Don't mean to sound like a broken record, but it is set point for Cortland yet again. We'll see if the freshman, Melissa O'Connor, can serve up something good. Spondick going to Ellie. And Cortland will win set 2. 30-28. A hard-fought set 2. And that's gotta hurt if you're TLU. Because you were at set point, you were up by 2, 24-22 at one point. But Bulldogs can't have that one go their way, unfortunately. And we'll see how both of these teams talk about that previous set in the huddle. When you lose a close set like that, as a coach, you got to make sure your team still has all the energy they had in that set, fighting for the win. As the College of St. Benedict Bennies are now walking past me. They have entered the building. Yeah, that's a tough one to swallow, though. But looking at the stats for the match so far, Jennifer Kessner leading SUNY Cortland in kills with 8. Anna Pilkey has 7. Still a bit errorful right now. But, you know, started the season. Gotta imagine they'll clean things up as things go along. For TLU, Nadia Dunn has 5 kills and Victoria Powell has 5 kills. Yeah, looking at those hitting percentages. 91 and 111. Say generally you want to be at least around 200. So 6 aces for the Red Dragons has been pretty big for them. Kessner, 3 aces for herself. She has 18 digs. 2 more kills and she has a double-double. Double-doubles, much harder to come by in a volleyball than in basketball. Three blocks for Cortland, 3 for TLU. TLU coming down from Seguin. It's like hour-and-a-half drive. $35.40, as I've been informed. Haven't driven to Seguin in a while. I also don't know if they have finished the construction on I-10 there. Construction can make it an hour-and-a-half probably. But both teams are back out on the court. TLU is in a precarious spot, down 2 sets. They seem to have energy, so they'll try to get the reverse sweep now. That's all they can do. 30-28. We're starting up the year with a very good match. High fives all around for Cortland. Henshaw will be the one to start things off serving for Cortland. We're off in set 3. Respondic will run the slide with Powell to great success. TLU gets a kill and leads 1-0. Rochelle Guerra, she will head back to serve. Mackenzie Martins handles the serve receive. And Cortland responds right back. One to one. The trouble spot all day for TLU behind the service line right now. Kessner gives a good serve. Handled much better by the Bulldogs. Bumps up by Martins. Big swing is a kill. Catches the back line. Kira Pereira, rather. Tough serve again. Victoria Powell, big swing, but blocked. We'll try again with Ellie. She can't get that one down. Pilkey going with a softer approach, but handled by TLU. Riley Ned gets the two off the block, so 2-2. We're heading back and forth in this third set. And a welcome back, Andy Lozano Lamelli. Probably my favorite name to say on the TLU roster. Just rolls off the tongue. Henshaw sets the middle. That'll be a kill for Cortland. As Henshaw chooses to run Emma Riley. 3-2, Mackenzie Martins. Serve handled. Big swing and a great dig by Kessner, but just too close to the net. Good to get the platform under it, just couldn't handle it well enough. And I see that St. Benedict has sat in front of the coaching staff for Trinity. You can't see them on your screen, they're over on my side. Bulldogs can't get the ball across. So mark that down as a point for Cortland. You can't just see them in that shot over on your right. Next serve, a little bit of a collision between Ned and Coldaway. But who cares if you get a point out of it? 4-4. And it's Briley Ned to serve things. Who will Henshaw run? It's a bump set for Pilkey. Dug by Ned. Chu going to Dunn. Big swing, one touch off the block. It's picked up by Kessner. That swing gets down. Emphatic high five from Alexa Gatiss. She gets the kill for Cortland. Madeline McCormick will make her way back on the court for Cortland. Senior defensive specialist. Dunn takes the serve receive. The Red Dragons come up and block that attack. It's 6-4. Defensive specialist not in the libero jersey. You can choose to have up to 2 liberos in your rotation now. They can't be on the court at the same time, but you have the option of being able to sub them out. Cortland continuing their roll. TLU can't respond to that ace. 7-4. Really good serves from Cortland right now. First attack from TLU handled. Kessner gets blocked. Really good spike, but kind of pinballed off a couple of players. And at that point, it was a bit too late to try and get it over. So Faith Coldaway, libero for TLU. Her serve is received by the opposing libero, Mackenzie Martins. Henshaw at set. maybe either not the best or Gatus wasn't ready for it. But too far, hits the antenna. Point for TLU. Tough receive. It's going to be a free ball for the Bulldogs. Chu going to Powell. It's 7-7. Powell gets the kill. Sure, if my color commentator Jade was here, she'd be very happy about them running the middle. Swing dug by Coldaway. Ned tries to tip it over. It's handled by Cortland, but TLU will get another chance at it. Solis off the platform. Can Cortland get it over? Yes, they can. Free ball. Great recovery. Powell slams it, but too far. It's one of the assistant coaches in the foot. And a bit of an awkward serve receive. TLU gets it over. They're certainly out of system. Chu going to Powell. They're running her a lot. Probably because it's working. 8-8. A good serve from Gatus. A great job from TLU. Even though that serve receive wasn't the prettiest, they got it back over. You know, in volleyball, play doesn't end until the ball hits the floor. Or you get called for a double, I guess, or in the net. But most of the time, it's if it hits the floor. Point for TLU as that ball hits the floor. Siobhan Respondic putting your team up 9-8. Another tough serve receive. Just gonna be a down ball. Aimed at Respondic, forcing Coldaway to set it. Hinshaw going to Kessner. Pings it off of Coldaway. It's 9-9. No, at least in this first match. Every set has been close. There's only like 1 point in set one where it wasn't really all that close. But even then, TLU made a really good comeback. Ryanelli, big swing. Dug by McCormick. Kessner tries to tip. One-arm dig by Respondic. Ellie's attack. Dug by Hinshaw. The bump set. Unable to get down. And the set from the Bulldogs just goes over Powell. Over setter. Powell's 6 foot. But not tall enough to get where that set was. I say like it's a proper set, it's more of a bump set. And point for TLU. The judge takes a moment to confirm with his officials. Both teams have broken the double-digit barrier. Rochelle Guerra back to serve for Texas Lutheran. Gotta get a ball off the court first. Once again, no multi-ball rule in volleyball. Not yet, at least. Next attack from Cortland. What a save by Respondic. Next swing dug by Coldaway. Respondic sets Ellie. Ellie's attack just a bit too far. It's 11-10. Cortland returns a very talented team from last year. That one served a bit far, so 11-11. Cortland has been very, very often the favorite to win the SUNY. They're in the NCAA tournament quite a bit in recent years. Back row attack. Run to perfection. Kill for Cortland. See what Mackenzie Martins does with her opportunity to serve. Guerra handles the serve receive. Riley Ned, big swing, gets dug. Bump set, Pilkey. Just at the net, won by Cortland. Another joust, won by TLU, and that ball gets down. We are going back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. Julia Chu lets her serve be known. And Shaw runs the middle. Cortland gets that kill. 13-12. Both sides scoring every point possible. Melissa O'Connor, the freshman, back to serve. Where will Chu go? She goes to Ned, but she gets dug by Kessner. Bump set by Coldaway. Ned will make another attack. That one dug by Pilkey. Pilkey will then make the attack. Point for TLU. They're able to successfully stop Pilkey's attack. Senior outside from Ballston Spa, assuming Ballston Spa, New York. Ned serves it on up, and Shaw sets a bit of a slide, maybe a unconventional slide. And Shaw going to Pilkey, dug by Chu. Upset from Coldaway over to Nadia Dunn, gets dug by Kessner. Cortland runs the middle and go up by one. As Hinshaw has been a very smart setter. Madeline McCormick will head back to serve. Coldaway with the serve receive. Now Dunn gets blocked. TLU keeping it alive. Coldaway downballs it. Kessner, big swing. Too hot to handle. 15-13. Red Dragon advantage. TLU will try to prevent themselves from falling too far behind. Nadia Dunn. Her swing is dug by McCormick. Kessner, too far. So still a close match. But Cortland, if they win this set, they'll take the match. TLU needs this set and the next one to force a set 5. As Coldaway serves it up. Quick set. Doesn't get down. Kira Bira's attack. So a dump from Henshaw, covered by the Bulldogs. Touch off the block, but out of system. They try to make an attack. Somehow the ball is still in the air. Touched by a Bulldog. Bump set. Solis will get the kill. Everyone on every side was a bit out of system. But TLU able to come away with the point. Tight 15-15. Great serve. It's going to be a free ball for TLU. Chu going to Powell. Powell gets another kill. It's kill number 9 for Victoria Powell. TLU up 16-15. Timeout on the floor. See, the hitting percentages have slowly but surely improved. Now, 2 years ago, TLU made the NCAA tournament. They won the SCAC tournament. They knocked off Trinity. Still have some of those players from that tournament team. They're playing some tough competition here early on. A lot of teams like coming to San Antonio for these early season tournaments because usually, pretty much without fail, the Trinity Fall Classic has a lot of good teams playing in it. So if you can get some of those teams on your schedule, then it's a pretty nice resume. Although I suppose this year it's a pretty nice data point in the formula, rather. TLU back on the court. Red Dragons coming together. They're done as well. Surely Cortland will want to end this match in 3 sets rather than having it go 4 or 5, as they got a date with Trinity at 6 o'clock tonight. Big swing from Kessner, but too far. It's a point for the Bulldogs. That ball was definitely hurt, though. Feel a little bad for it. TLU up 17-15. Cortland tries the tip. Nothing going. Solis a little far. Great job from people we have keeping the volleyballs. Made a great play on it. I don't know if you would call them ball girls like you would in baseball. It's essentially the same thing, though. Nadia Dunn gets a kill for TLU. It's 18-16. Siobhan Respondic. "17 digs and 9 assists for Respondic so far." Big swing. And that one will be in the bleachers. Not just the first section, but the upper section. Ball is returned to the court. 18-17. Goes without saying that ball was hit very hard. And Shaw goes to Kessner. Another massive swing. Next Cortland attack gets dug. Go up to block. And Shaw can't set it. So they'll have to make something else. Next attack doesn't go, but till you can't get the ball over. As Kira Pereira had a nice swing. But man, Kessner is really putting a hurt on the volleyball. Respondic going to Dunn. That one almost hit the scoreboard for going off the platform of one of the Cortland defenders. So responding in kind. TLU is still up. They're up 19-18. So currently still having the upper hand. But certainly need to be on your toes. And Coach Glicker told me when I talked to her that Kessner was definitely going to stand out, and I think she has. Ton of strength in that arm. Last thing you want to see if you're TLU. 19-19 off of the service error. Another thing you don't want to see is Kessner behind the service line. But she will serve it. It's a tough serve. It's an ace. 20-19. Fourth service ace for Kessner. And a timeout will be called by Coach Fowler. TLU They don't want another close set to slip away from them, because this time, match is over if they do let that happen. Yeah, I mean, really, the biggest difference maker right now is those 8 aces have been a big factor. A couple more kills from the Red Dragons. Even though they have a couple more errors, I mean, they're winning the game right now, so. Red Dragons won set 1, 25-21. They won set 2, 30-28. Sure, they don't want to go to extra points here in the third set, but the rate we're going, we might. I don't know if I've ever seen a match in my time here that's had back-to-back extra points sets, so let's see if there's a first. Kessner's serve, another strong one. Respondent going to Ryanelli. Tries a softer approach. Bump set from Hinshaw, big swing from Pereira. Ellie's forced to just push it over. Bump set. Pilkey makes the attack. It's covered by Dunn. Powell's attack doesn't get down. Bump set by Martins. That one swung into the net by Pereira. 20-20. And coming back to the court, none other than Andy Lozano Lamelli. For TLU, of course. Who gets that one? TLU does. And Cortland wants that point. And one of the lines judges will come to talk with the up judge. Cortland thinking that they have that point. Conversation between the two officials. It stays TLU's point. So maybe a tough break for Cortland. But right now it is 21-20. Victoria Powell to serve. So receive a little close to the net. But point for Cortland as things fell apart a little bit for TLU. Faith Coldaway makes her way back to the floor. Kenzie Martins, libero for the Red Dragons. In that red libero jersey. Overhead dig from Martins on TLU's attack. Pilkey gets a kill. Now Cortland up 22-21. Both sides have played very tough. Who can win this tough matchup? Ellie gets a kill. 22-22. Ryan Ellie keeping it close for the Bulldogs. It's a palindrome score hits the scoreboard, 22-22. Bump set. Pilkey, big swing, and it's in. So Cortland up 23-22. And oh boy, Melissa O'Connor, the freshman, back to serve. We'll see how she handles this kind of pressure. Coach Glickert wanting the team to focus on themselves. And focus they have. A service ace for the freshman. O'Connor with an opportunity to win the match for Cortland. Chu setting up Ned, big swing, hits the net. Cortland able to handle it. Pilkey is dug ultimately. Ned swing, one touch off the block, hits the floor. 24-23. Pressure serve for Briley Ned. The senior serves at Hinshaw, going to Pilkey, gets blocked, but a lucky tool. That will be it. The Cortland Red Dragons beat the TLU Bulldogs in 3 sets. They win the third set, 25-23. Really an outstanding performance from both sides in terms of all the effort put into the play. But a good start for the Red Dragons, a great start for head coach Erin Glickert. Her 100th win as the head coach of the Cortland Red Dragons. Congratulations to her. Bulldogs and Red Dragons. See the final stats on your screen. 44 kills to 37 kills. Cortland leading in that category. The leader in kills for Cortland. The tie between Anna Pilkey and Jennifer Kessner both had 12 kills. Emma Riley had 8 kills. Kira Pereira had 7. Looks like Gatis had 3. Ryan Henshaw had 2. For TLU, Victoria Powell had 9 kills. Nadia Dunn had 7. Briley Ned had 7 as well. Ryan Ellie had 6. Andy Lozano Lamelli had 4. Zariah Solis had 2. Siobhan Respondic had 1, the one setter dump. And Julia Chu had 1. But a great match all around. Cortland had 4 blocks. TLU had 5. Coming up for both of these squads. Mentioned it before, but at 6 o'clock Central Time, they will play the host institution, Trinity. They have a date with the number 8 team in the nation in the preseason AVCA poll. That'll be a match to definitely watch. 2 tournament teams going at it. Meanwhile, for Texas Lutheran, up next on the schedule for the Bulldogs, they will be playing over in Webster Gym, the College of St. Benedict, at 6 o'clock Central Time. We'll have 2 streams going on at the same time. Caleb Reed will be calling that game, so be sure to tune in. But anyways, for everyone in the control room, in particular Josh Machugemba, who's been running the show today, thank you for tuning in to the Tiger Network for this first match. We will see you in just a little bit at 2:30 when the College of St. Benedict will take on East Texas Baptist. You see them on the floor right now. Be sure to tune in because that matchup will be just as fun as this one. I am Reed Rosales, signing out for now.